Talk Game Tuesday. For the people that don't know, I'm your host, I'm here with my mom.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Toya. I got a mouthful.
You talking all that ice, and like, no, we're about to start. I want to drink some ice. But y'all know y'all can listen to Talk Game Tuesday. I know this is just a side so to be different podcast. Y'all listen to Talk Game Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast. All at the Be Different Podcast.
As always, y'all know what to do. Go follow us on our social media pages. Instagram @ Be Different Pod. Cast X @ Be Different Pod. Go like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Be Different Podcast.
Yep. But let's go ahead and get into today's episode of Talk Game Tuesday.
All right, let's get into it. As y'all know, as we talked about on the podcast Saturday, it's still basketball. It was still basketball being played in Mississippi. It was championship week. Mm-hmm. And we talked about 1A through 3A. So we got 4A through 7A today. 4A, these are the winners. Uh-huh. For the girls in class 4A, you got Tishomingo County.
Okay, I knew they were going to win. Man, I got an 8th grader, bro. That
really?
Was leading their team.
Okay.
I mean, at Northeast, she had dropped 30 points.
Well, yeah. 5A girls, Laurel. Mm-hmm. 6A girls, the Neshoba Central.
Okay.
And 7A right up the road. Shout out Tupelo girls.
Yeah, first ever 7A state championship.
Yeah.
Going down the history book.
Yeah, them girls went down there and did their thing. Class 4A boys, we have Raymond. That's what the number one prospect. That's where he go to school at. So they won.
Shout out to them. Yeah, I knew they were going to win.
Yeah. 5A, you have Ken. Mm-hmm. 6A, Olive Branch.
Yep.
And 7A, you have Meridian.
Okay. Shout out to Meridian making history as well. First ever 7A boys champion.
That's right. Shout out to all the teams that went down there and took care of business and did what y'all had to do and brought that gold ball home.
Oh, yeah.
I can't wait till we go down there next year.
Yeah,
I'm claiming it. Hopefully. Ain't no hopefully, we going.
Yeah, we going.
Boys and girls, we going. All right. Anything else for high school?
No. Like I said, shout out to all the high school players, man. I saw earlier today that the Mr. Basketball for the girls got their trophies today at their award ceremony.
Oh, Miss Basketball.
I said Mr. Oh, my bad, Miss. I meant.
Okay, shout out to them. That girl from Blue Mountain. She was Miss Basketball for 1A, and she ended up getting the game MVP. For state championship game. So shout out
to them, man. Blue Mountain, bro, I read this one article. It said that they had the best season in Mississippi. And I give it to them. They went 29-1 and you won state championship.
Yeah. And then you the smallest school in the smallest public school in the state of Mississippi.
They only had 8 players.
Yeah, so they let you know that they were disciplined because you only got 8 players.
Exactly.
So can't nobody really be in foul trouble. You know, so shout out to them.
Because you go Because if you got 8 players, at least 3 playing the whole game.
The entire game. Yep. And also, shout out to their coach, for doing that, teaching them how to be disciplined like that. That's a huge move.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a huge move. Yes. You got anything else for high school, though?
I think that's about it for high school sports.
All right, let's go to college and stick with some basketball.
Okay.
Y'all already know we got to talk about these women.
We got to talk about it, man.
South Carolina. Undefeated season. Back to back. Undefeated season. And did you know that it says South Carolina's women basketball starting lineups in the last 2 seasons? 2 completely different teams. 2 completely different starting 5.
Exactly, but it just come with coaching, bro.
The GOAT.
Exactly.
The GOAT.
She didn't prove it. She know it worked, and it's proven that it works.
Exactly. She's the GOAT. I mean, what else can you say? And speaking of her, she won SEC Coach of the Year. Okay. Done stated.
Hey, shout out to her, Coach of the Year. But what I was about to say was, because Caitlin Clark broke the record after the podcast came out, didn't it? Because they just played Ohio State.
I think she did. I thought we talked about it Saturday. We talked about it, but she hadn't broken it yet.
She was like 18 points away. Yeah. So shout out to Caitlin Clark, man. She broke the all-time scoring record for men's and women's. She passed Pete Markovich, I even said last name.
All I know is Pistol Pete.
Pistol Pete, man. Shout out to her for real.
But shout out to her. And I don't know if we talked about this or not, but she has declared. We talk about it.
We talked about declaring for the jump.
So,
but for the people that did listen to the podcast, Caitlin Clark has declared for the WNBA draft.
Yep. So shout out to her.
But did you see that video on Facebook that I sent you?
About what?
About her declaring for the WNBA draft. This dude had said, he broke it down. He was like, he was on Facebook. He said, I honestly don't understand why Caitlin Clark declared for the WNBA draft, because she was estimated to average between $5 to $10 million next year NIL deal. She was to come back. He said, because she projected number one draft pick. Everybody said she was number one. Obviously. He said if she goes to the WNBA draft, he said the number one draft pick from last year, Leah Boston, her contract capped off at $328,000, like $280.
That's it.
That's what I said. I said that shit that can't be true. Then he had the Google search pulled up and everything, the contract breakdown and everything.
Well, you know they saying they making more money in college with the NIL.
They are.
But let me tell you this. What's the girl name? Not the one that I already said she was coming back. Paige, but Paige said she already coming back, right?
I think so, yeah.
So Cameron, right?
Yeah, Cameron Brink.
Cameron hadn't made her decision yet. And I saw a video on TikTok about that. I didn't know that the NIL deals that they have in college carries over into the WNBA.
They do?
Yes. So that's more money, yeah.
That's probably why then, because she already knows she got the NIL. Did you think about the NIL, like Angel Reese? Yeah. She had NIL with Beats.
Yep.
So think about that. What was it, Beats?
Yeah, she got an NIL with Beats. Fly J got one with like Bowes or somebody else.
Okay. So think about it. She already partnered with Beats. She getting that money now because she already signed the contract with the, she got to promote, be on the commercials, all that.
Yep.
Then she going to the NBA. That's still side money that she getting. So that makes sense though.
Yep. But I mean, like, I saw a post, speaking of Angel, I saw a post saying that even though she had her senior night the other day, she still hadn't made up her mind yet if she's coming back. So I mean, that's going to be interesting to see, you know.
So I wonder, like, okay, she had a senior night, right? If she decides to come back again, will she be considered to be a senior next year?
I don't know. I think if she graduates, like if she graduates in May, she can come back as a grad student and play. She can go, you know, she'll be still playing but getting her master's degree. Okay. So I don't know. That's a good question. Like, will they celebrate her twice?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's a good question. Mm-hmm. But the SEC released their honors today for women's basketball. Okay. And we got that to talk about since it came out today. SEC Coach of the Year. You already know.
Yeah, Dan Staley.
Don Staley. There go. There go. I mean, who else deserves it? Who else deserves it? SEC Player of the Year. Angel Reese.
That's a shocker there.
Why?
I wasn't expecting her to get SEC Player of the Year. But I'm going to be honest though. See, the thing about it, I don't know any other player in the SEC that could have got it besides her.
I see what you're saying, but I was shocked too because, don't get me wrong, Angel has stepped her game up a lot. But I guess what you said after when we were discussing it off the show, that consistent double-doubles that she get, that did put her over the top.
That's what I'm like. She been hooping, bro.
Yeah. Like 20, she has been. She has upped her game.
Like, I don't know. I think she been listening to the podcast, bro.
I think she has too.
Had improved
because we talked about it. Yep.
In all the ways that we said she needs to.
Yep.
We've been saying that she did not have no face-up game. I've been watching LSU. Angel Reese is out there playing like Jokic.
Okay, let me tell you. See, I saw this on TikTok today. I meant to send it to you. This dude on TikTok said she should go back for another year because to improve her game even more. Yes. He said like the backing down people, she's gotten better at that, but she don't have a pull-up shot yet. And they said Aaliyah Boston does, and that's who she gonna be playing against.
You're right, she don't, but she can knock it down though. I don't watch some games where
she can knock them down, but it's not consistent.
You're right, it's not consistent. I will give him that. He is right about that. She needs to come back. He
said if that's the one reason she needs to go back. And I agree with that. I mean,
with that too, because like I said, her post-up game, she been working on this. She just ain't trying to bully no more. She still got that bully.
Yeah, but she
facing up. Wipe through, go to the rack. I ain't one on you, crossover. You know what I'm saying? Then she assisting her teammates,
and she always been pulling down rebounds.
Exactly.
She get them rebounds.
Yeah, the rebounds been there.
So it's gonna be interesting to see what she does.
She get that jump shot, knock down that three.
Consistently,
she be lethal, bro. Because everybody already knows she want to go to the rack.
Yep.
So she get that jumping down. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stop.
Yep. SEC Freshman of the Year, Michaela Williams from LSU, number 12.
Yeah, she been hooping.
Yeah, she can do. I can see her deserving it. SEC Defensive Player of the Year, Camila Cardoso from South Carolina.
I get her that.
SEC Sixth Woman of the Year, Lelaine Guerrero from Florida. I haven't been keeping up with Florida, so I really don't know them. SEC Scholar Athlete of the Year, her name is Mama Dimble, and she goes to Missouri.
Okay. Mama.
She looks like she could be from Africa. Like I'm not being funny, I'm being for real, okay. Yeah. And then y'all, we got the All SEC First Team from Alabama, Sarah Barker, Honesty Scott Grayson from Auburn, Anissa Mara from LSU, Angel Reese from LSU. Shout out to these next two girls, hottie. Where you going to school at? Marquisha Davis and Madison Scott.
Oh yeah, shout out to them, man.
ATB, we want them on the show. Okay. Go on, bring them down to the O.
ATB gotta go and get you on the show
for real. Camila Cardoso from South Carolina and Rakia Jackson from Tennessee. That girl that transferred from Mississippi State.
But since we doing the honors, man, shout out to our girl Madison Booker.
I was gonna get to her.
Oh, my bad. I ain't
we on the SEC right now.
It ain't on now. That's why I said.
Oh, yeah, I thought I put it. But we gonna get to her. Hold on.
SEC. Shout out Madison Booker. Man.
Let's stay on the SEC right now. SEC All Second Team.
Oh, I didn't know you had all that. You didn't send me all that.
Alabama, Aaliyah Nye, Lelaine Carrera, the girl we just talked about from Florida, they got Sixth Woman of the Year. Javen Nicholson from Georgia, Flage, LSU. Shout out to these next two girls, Hale State, Jessica Carter and Jakayla Joy.
Okay.
Raven Johnson from South Carolina, Tahina Papo from South Carolina. She announced today that she's coming back. She's a senior. She announced today she's coming back.
Okay.
Ashlyn Watkins from South Carolina and Ayanna Moore from Vanderbilt. So I mean, shout out to all y'all girls for just even making the team.
You know what I'm saying?
The last one we got is all SEC freshmen. Alabama, Essence Cody, Arkansas, Talia Scott. Again, that girl, this is another one. Lalea Reynolds from Florida. Aaliyah Del Rosario from LSU. Michaela Williams from LSU. Grace Slaughter from Missouri. Malaysia Fulwiley from South Carolina. And Camille Pierre from Vanderbilt. Okay. Shout out to all y'all. Be different type of women. Hey, y'all know how we feel about women basketball over here. Y'all know we go hard for it. So y'all young ladies keep doing y'all thing out there. Keep balling and being the be different type of ladies that y'all are. Now moving on to what Solomon already said. Yeah. We talk about this girl a lot on the podcast.
That's my girl, man.
Madison Booker from Germantown. Shout out to her. It says Madison Booker from Germantown is the first freshman to ever win Big 12 Player of the Year. And she goes to Texas.
That girl been hooping.
That girl been hooping. Hey, nothing, not taking anything away from Tupelo's win, state championship win.
But that's why they couldn't. They
couldn't beat her. And the year she gone, they win the championship. So hey,
bro, we knew that, bro, because the last 2 years she was in high school, cause we always talking about this. Tupelo girls played Germantown girl for the game right before Jackson.
Yep.
And it was in Tupelo both years, bro. And she came down there and stole the show 35, just like she was 35 right now to this day.
Both times. Shout out to her, man.
She been hooping. Like, we've been watching it. Well, I've been watching this girl. And I've been putting Toya on, too. So.
Yep. I really can't believe, like, she don't have any major NIL deals yet, you know.
Yeah, she probably, it's Texas.
But the hype is coming.
It's Texas. She probably got some in. They about to join the SEC.
I was just finna say that. And they about to come to the SEC. So, hey, Angel do need to stay one more year so they can play each other. Yep. That would be a good one. Yep. That's why you need to stay, Angel, so you can play Madison Booker. Anything else for college, though?
No, I think that's about it. Let me see. I got a lot of stuff. Let me go.
I know some of the stuff we need to say for Saturday, though.
We do.
So,
man, I saw this right here. Well, we talk about this Saturday. I got the award finalists for the men. So we can talk about this.
Okay, yeah, we'll talk about that.
But this dude right here, I don't know what school he goes to because I didn't click on the article, but I just saw the headline.
8th year eligibility for the NCAA. I saw that.
College basketball player sues NCAA, wins 8th year eligibility with 4th school.
Yep. And like I read the article, like he was involved in the COVID year. That's how he got an extra year one way. He got red shirted another year. I mean, it was like a whole bunch of different stuff. But he went to and he's not a scrub. Like looking at his stats, like when he's healthy, he's on it. Like I think his freshman year he played 21 games, averaging 19 points a game. I mean, he wasn't a scrub, you know. It just like a one injury, he was battling vertigo. You know, that's your balance is off. Okay. So if you play basketball, your balance off, you know you can't play. Yeah. So that was one reason he didn't play a year. Then I think he may have torn something in his knee. But like he's had the opportunities. It's just that he always get hurt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But anyway, moving on to the NFL. Let's talk about your Seahawks first.
We rebuilding our defense.
They got rid of some people today.
That's what I've been saying we should have been doing. But we got to get some safeties and DBs that's already in the league because I've been keeping up with the draft come by. I really haven't been seeing like no big time name DBs and safeties coming out. Like I know Alabama, we got Kool-Aid coming out and we got Arnold. But like besides them two, I really don't know any other DBs that's coming out for real or safeties.
Yeah. Seahawks released Quandre Diggs. He I don't know why they got rid of him, to be honest. And they also released Jamal Adams.
We should have been got rid of Jamal Adams. Jamal Adams should be a linebacker. He cannot.
I'm gonna say that boy fat.
He cannot cover into coverage. Like he a great come down here tackle now. Don't get me wrong, but he cannot cover for nothing.
Well, y'all got rid of who you think they gonna get? They gonna have to draft somebody?
I don't know, but like I said, because Diggs really played more corner than safety, really.
Yeah.
But we can get away with it though because we got Witherspoon and we got Tyreek Woolen. Tyreek Woolen, he did great his rookie season, just like Witherspoon did. Witherspoon was a rookie last season. Tyreek Woolen, this was his second season this past season. Okay. So they some good DB that we got, but we gotta have the safeties too.
Who did y'all hire as y'all head coach? Oh, that dude from the Ravens. Yeah. Okay, moving on.
From the oldest head coach to the youngest head coach.
Yep, nothing in between. Moving on. Mike Evans. Look like he gonna be a Buccaneer for his entire NFL career. Before free agency begins next week, the Buccaneers and 5-time Pro Bowl wide receiver Mike Evans reached an agreement on a 2-year deal, $52 million that includes $35 million guaranteed. Yep. So, I mean...
Hey, shout out to him getting that bag,
yeah, it says the deal averages $26 million per year. And and it makes Evans the oldest wide receiver to do a deal this big for his third contract.
Bro, that's a good pickup by the Bucs. He's consistent.
Yes, I was going to say he's still doing his thing.
Like, he's going to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
because ain't nobody more consistent than him
right now. Like, what, 10,000 yard seasons?
Every year been in the league.
Yeah.
Never only been in the league, he had 1,000 yards.
And then they also said that this will, they could also use this as a tool to lure Baker Mayfield back because, you know, he's a free agent.
And Baker Mayfield didn't have a bad season.
He really didn't. He really didn't.
You get him just a few more weapons, really.
Yeah.
Like, and he got to improve a little bit more, too. Just a little bit more. He'll be all right.
Yeah, he did. The Bucs didn't have a guard. I mean, they made it to the playoffs.
Exactly.
You know.
They lost early, but they still made it.
Yeah. So... it's going to be interesting to see what they do first. All right. Which one you want to talk about first? The retirement or the releasing?
We'll talk about the releasing.
All right.
Well, I got some more signings. We're speaking of the Buccaneers. They franchise tag Antonio Winfield.
Yeah, I meant to talk about that. I did say that.
Yeah,
see that.
And then Jacksonville Jaguars, they franchise tag Josh Allen. That defensive lineman.
The Bears put a tag on somebody too. I can't remember who, or was it the Panthers? One of them put a tag on somebody.
And then the Ravens franchise tag defensive tackle Justin Madubuku, however you say, I don't know.
Hey, when free agency start next week, it's a lot of running backs out there.
Yo, it is.
You got Saquon Barkley. The Giants didn't franchise him.
Bro, the Texans need to go get him.
You got what's the boy from the Cowboys? Pollard.
Tony Pollard, yep.
DeAndre Swift didn't sign. The Eagles didn't franchise him, so he out. Derrick Henry. Who else? It's some more. Zeke. What is Zeke gonna do? Because the Patriots only signed him to a 1-year deal.
And he did not read the requirements.
The requirements. Y'all go back and listen way back on the podcast. We talked about that. Yep. So it's gonna be. It's like I said, a lot of free agents. Hey, and the Chiefs didn't do no deal with Chris before free agency start either.
They gonna pay him.
You think so?
They gonna pay him.
You know they owner got an F.
They gonna pay him.
I'm just saying.
If they don't, I'm gonna be real. If I'm the Texans,
man,
Chris Jones
and Will and Saquon with CJ Stroud.
Dude, the Texans gonna win. The Texans gonna win the Super Bowl.
CJ gonna beat Lamar next year.
The Texans gonna win the Super Bowl, bro.
Hey, you gonna get that?
Yeah, now I forgot about this. They signed Dalton Schultz to a 3-year, $36 million.
That's that tight end, ain't with D'Amico Ryan as their head coach. And you go get some Chris Jones, and you already got Will Anderson. And what's the boy name on offense that got hurt? He tore his ACL like towards the end of the season. He come back, and with CJ, hey, and Saquon, the Texans gonna make some noise. They can make some noise. But moving on to them Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos notified quarterback Russell Wilson that he will be released after the league year starts March 13th. So they getting rid of him. Mm-hmm. The Denver Broncos are eating $49 million. Eating. Meaning they still got to pay him $49 million over the next 2 years. Combined total.
That's crazy.
But just because they don't want him. Do you think he was done wrong?
Who?
Russell Wilson.
I mean, not really. Oh, well. I don't know. I don't think so because Russ don't seem like Russ. Honestly, to me, Russ just been that quarterback where it's like it is what it is. We win, we lose. And I know that to be in the NFL, like if you're a football player, you hate lose. You hate losing in anything.
Yeah.
But I feel like Russ is one of those guys where like it don't hurt him as bad. You know what I'm saying? Like how they lost the Super Bowl when he threw that pick.
Yeah.
I feel like he went into that locker room. He was like, "Well, we'll get him next time, guys.
We gave it our best shot."
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like how he was supposed to be like, you know what I'm saying? He supposed to tell Pete like, "Nah, man, we finna get it ball. The Marshawn Lynch, we finna run it for them. We finna win this game."
Yeah, we finna win our second straight Super Bowl.
I feel like Pete probably called that play. Russell like, okay.
Okay, coach. Yeah. Whatever you say.
You know what I'm saying? Like he might not be like that, but he portrays himself to me like he really don't care.
And I think as a coach, you want a player that's gonna listen to you, but you also want a player that's gonna step up and be like, coach, this is what we need to do. I
don't feel like Russ had that leadership in him that way he can do that. And Russ was my quarterback for a long time. He was Seahawks forever.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but we had a good team too though when we won
the defense.
We had a great defense.
Yeah.
And we had some weapons around him. And Russ, he's a good quarterback. He can get the ball where he need to be.
Yeah,
I'm not taking none of that away from him. He can ball out. It just, I don't think he got that leadership in him.
He ain't got that dog.
Yeah, you know.
Where you think he gonna end up at?
I don't know.
Cause the Falcons had said something. Then I saw today where they said the Falcons really going after Kirk Cousins.
Man, Falcons need to go get Justin Fields. If the Bears want to get rid of him so bad, go get him. The Falcons need to go get Justin Fields.
Yeah, make them pay. I agree with you. I agree. They need
a quarterback. That's what messed them up last year. They don't have a quarterback.
Yeah.
They got decent weapons. They got B. John Robinson, a good running back, good young upcoming running back. Got Kyle Pitts. Got Drake London at the receiver. They got offensive weapons.
And what's that tight end that they drafted from Florida? Kyle Pitts. Okay.
Then defense, you got defense. The defense went bad last year. Just your offense couldn't do anything.
Your offense couldn't put up points. Yep, I agree. But we got to keep a watch on that too. All right, y'all. Jason Kelce, he's calling it quits. 7-time Pro Bowler and Philadelphia sports icon Jason Kelce announced he is retiring from the NFL. Officially, we had been talked about this from back when the Eagles lost in the playoffs, but he has officially announced it now. I think
Shout out to Jason Kelsey, man.
Yeah, I watched some highlights from his press conference.
He was crying.
Yeah, and Travis was too. And let me tell you something interesting that he said. He and Travis have no cousins, like first cousins. They have an aunt and uncle, but they didn't have any kids. So it was always just Jason and Travis.
Oh,
always.
man,
So
crazy.
I know, right? So, but shout out to him. I think he had, and look, I didn't know this. I saw this on social media today. It says Jason Kelsey started out as a walk-on running back in college.
For real?
Can you see him as a running back though?
Like, well, he couldn't have been as big then.
It says he went to Cincinnati. Him and Travis both walked on as a running back, transition to offensive line. He was the 6th round draft pick by the Eagles in 2011. 4-time first team All-Pro and Super Bowl 52 champion.
Okay.
I mean, shout out to you, my guy. Look at him from when he was younger.
For real, man.
He had a great career. And like I said on the podcast before, I love watching him Travis's podcast. I mean, they're funny. They look like they some likable guys, So I don't know what he's planning on doing after this, but good luck to you on your retirement. And then somebody said on social media, what if Travis announced his retirement now?
Yeah, but Travis
I don't think so. I think Travis got some more left in him. Yeah, I don't.
Travis got about. I really get about 3-4 good years.
Yeah. Honestly, I do too. I think he got a good 3-4 more seasons left in him before he retire.
I'm gonna be honest. If they three-peat,
they're a dynasty.
If they three-peat, they're a dynasty, and I got Travis coming back one more year, and that's it.
If they three-peat,
yes.
Because arguably, if they three-peat and he come back one more year, he's arguably the best tight end.
That's what I'm saying. He had nothing else to prove.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I three-peated.
Right.
Name somebody else in the NFL that did.
Gronk didn't do it. Tony Gonzalez didn't even get one, did he? I don't think he ever got one. He was a great Kansas City Chiefs tight end. So, I mean, I could see that. If they three-peat, honestly, if you three-peat, you retire then.
Right then.
Yep. So, throw up your 3, hit the dough.
For real.
Anything else football? The rest of the stuff we got football. We can talk about this Saturday.
Yeah, I think that's about it for this episode. But
we got basketball.
What we got to talk about?
All these injuries.
Go ahead. I gotta look at the outline. I ain't even looked at the outline. I don't know what we got to talk about, really.
The first injury, Russell Westbrook from the Clippers. Clippers guard Russell Westbrook underwent surgery on his fractured left hand on Monday, and the hope is that he will return before the start of the playoffs.
Okay.
He got hurt, I think it was Friday night after we recorded. I saw that on social media. And then the injury bug just he bit in the NBA.
Yep.
NBA news: X-rays were negative on Jalen Brunson's knee, but there is a contusion. There's currently no timetable for his return. The Knicks need him. He needs to come on back.
Jalen Brunson been playing a lot of minutes.
He has been.
I don't think he missed he missed a few games, but he haven't missed many. Bro.
Yeah.
Like the Knicks injured, like they team been injured.
Julius Randle.
He really been the only starter.
He's been the consistent one. Yeah. Another injury, Donovan Mitchell. It says Donovan Mitchell received a platelet-rich plasma injection today at the Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine Center to treat a left knee bone bruise that sidelined him for the Cavaliers' previous 2 games. Mitchell will be listed as out for the next 3 games. March 5th against Boston. Was that yesterday or today? Tonight. Tomorrow, March 6th at Atlanta, and Friday, March 8th versus Minnesota. His status will be reevaluated over the weekend and updated as appropriate.
They need
him.
They need this Celtics game because they 1-2 in the East.
Yep. They need to win tonight.
They need to win it tonight, but I don't know what they're gonna do without them. Because they still be hooping out. But it's the Celtics though. The Celtics looking like a championship team.
Did you see how the Celtics blew the Warriors out the other night?
The Celtics are looking like a championship team right now. I'm being honest. Everybody hooping. I was watching it. Jaylen Brown was getting his early, so I'm watching. I'm like, okay, he might just be on tonight. But then Jason Tatum stepped up and started getting his, and then you look up, they up by 30.
Yep. Hey, them boys. And then Draymond Green gonna say they decided to play off of Jaylen Brown right like 15 minutes before the game started. I mean, and Jaylen Brown was like, well, more teams should play defense like with me like that. I mean,
Bro.
Why would you decide to do that?
Jaylen Brown ain't no scrub. He been proved that he not a scrub.
Yep.
He's been hooping just like Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum just get more screen time.
Yep.
Like Jaylen Brown been that Robin, but he really more than a Robin though, cause like he getting to it.
Jaylen Brown really could be Batman and Jason Tatum could be Robin. That could be an argument.
But
Yep. All right, last thing we gonna talk about before we get off of here tonight. We gotta talk about it because it happened Friday or Saturday. That boy,
we talk about it on the podcast.
He didn't make it. He didn't get into after the podcast.
Okay.
That boy LeBron James.
40K.
First player to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else gonna do it?
I doubt it. Bro, his longevity, bro.
And he did it on a layup in the second quarter.
Yep.
We saw that part of the game. He did on a layup in the second quarter.
His longevity, bro.
Yes.
Like, I'm not taking off for bro because he be scoring, but they're just like, ain't nobody gonna be coming in the league and play 21 years for one and be 21 years of consistency, bro. Bro, rookie year, he averaged 25.
And he been doing that since he been in the league.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Kobe rookie year, he averaged 8 points.
Yeah. And then this is an interesting stat too. It took him the same amount of games to get from 30,000 to 40,000 as it did from 0 to 10,000. I think it was like 368 games or something like that.
Real, bro. Only person that might like for you to come close to that, you gotta be because LeBron watching his tape, bro. When he came to the league as a rookie, he was already ahead of his time, bro.
Yeah.
So for you to come in and do that, you gotta be already ahead of it, bro.
Yeah, I agree with you. And then people might say, like, well, he got 40,000 points. Bron is really not a 3-point shooter. He's not a 3-point shooter.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you this stat right here that I told that I got off Facebook. Bron ain't never had a full NBA season where he didn't have a total over 2,500 points.
Yeah, you did say that.
Like you got players like Russ that had over 2,500 points in the season. KD, them just like names right now. Michael Jordan on there. Michael Jordan on there twice. Kareem on there. I don't know who this one dude is, but he on there twice too.
Who?
I don't the pitch. Let me see. Let me show you this right here.
Isaiah Thomas.
It ain't Isaiah Thomas. Right here.
I can say zoom in on. I can't see.
I know that ain't Isaiah Thomas.
No, that ain't Isaiah. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is, but I'm saying, bro, Brian ain't never did that. Then Wilt, he the high one, cause he had 4,000 points in the season.
I saw that. Yep. But it's crazy that he's only had 2,500 points. No, he hadn't
had 2,500 points in a whole season.
But he the first player to get to 40K. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That's crazy. But Brian did a lot of scoring in the playoffs too.
Yeah, and that could be an argument made like how many of those points came from the playoffs. Yeah. But at the same time,
I still count.
And he made it to the playoffs. He made it to the finals 10 consecutive years. Exactly. So, I mean, didn't nobody stop him. So, why take that away from him?
Exactly. But they made a major part in it, too. Because I know Bron probably played more games than them, too. Because, like, longer in the league, so you know he played more games. Yeah. Like you said. Been to the finals 10 consecutive times. Think about all them playoff games before the finals. It's 7 games a series.
Yeah.
And most of them games, those series going to game 7.
In his finals appearance, okay, we know he went to 7 games a year. He won with Cleveland.
Yeah.
Bron,
I don't think Bron ever swept nobody in the finals.
No, he hadn't because the year they beat the Spurs.
Because with the Spurs, it went 6 games.
Yeah.
When they lost to the Spurs, I think it went like 6-7 games.
Yep.
Cleveland went 7 games.
Miami, the Mavericks was 5 games. The first year he was with Miami, he lost. They lost 4-1.
Okay, 5 games. In the bubble, they went 6 games with the Heat.
And then with Golden State, it's always been 6 or 7 games.
Exactly.
So, and that was 4 years in a row.
Yep.
So he's not had in the finals. He hasn't had any short series.
Exactly.
You know,
just the finals. Think about it. Yeah, round 1 of the playoffs, they'll probably sweep him round 1.
I know one year he played with the Heat. I remember they swept the first and second rounds. In the third round, I think it was like 5 games. Yeah. You know, so I think that's probably like the shortest.
Exactly. But those games, see, you got to think about it. You sweep them twice. That's 8.
Yeah.
8 plus 5. What is it? 13. Exactly. Then you think about you going to 7 games right there. That's 21 games.
Yep.
And he averaged 25.
and you playing 21 extra games that no other team has played.
Exactly.
Besides your opponent.
So let's say he take his rookie average. He playing 21 more games times 25. That's 525 points right there.
Yep.
Not counting the 82 games that he already played.
Exactly. That's just the finals.
Exactly.
You know, so the playoffs. But hey, shout out to you, LeBron. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm telling you, records not gonna be broken because ain't nobody gonna play that long at their consistency.
Exactly. Oh, we'll talk about it Saturday. The ref that was in his feelings.
Oh yeah, we'll get it.
We'll talk about this Saturday.
Episode of Top Game 2.
Almost long as the podcast.
For real, but we had a lot to talk about, y'all.
All right.
But yeah, that's the end of this episode of Top Game Tuesday, man.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all Saturday. Until next time, I'm Toya.
I'm Solomon.
Remember, be different.
Peace. That was another episode of Top Game Tuesday. Make sure to listen and download Top Game Tuesday along with the Be Different podcast on Saturday at 2 o'clock on Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Spotify, and anywhere else where you listen to your podcast, all at the Be Different podcast.
As always, you can follow us on our social media pages, Instagram at _Be Different Podcast, Twitter at _Be Different Pod. Make sure to go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel, Be Different Podcast.